You're doing better than you think. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to create this video for us because when you're focused on self-development, or when you're making some type of change in your life, practicing more self-love, healing yourself, when you're conscious and self-aware, you're noticing the good and the bad, the light and the dark in ourselves, in the world, in other people, and we might feel pressure in the midst of changing or transforming or just to do better, to level up in general. And so I wanted to make this video to encourage us that you're doing better than you think, and make sure to celebrate yourself wherever you can. Little changes that you're making, micro habits you've developed, things you're letting go. Develop positive self-talk because we need that. It matters. Like the smallest little phrase, they can just really help us to make a difference, right? The smallest thing can make the biggest difference. So here are 7 signs that you're doing better than you think. The first one is courage. If you've moved across the country, if you've left your state, pursuing new opportunities, if you have made a decision within to go in a new direction and make a change in your life, then you're courageous. You have to be brave to do things like this. If you're letting go of a bad habit, if you're setting a boundary, being fearless in who you are, going towards your dreams and your goals, taking action that's in alignment with your inner truth, you have to be brave. If you're being courageous, then you're doing better than you think, because a lot of people are living from fear and that doesn't serve them. So make sure you're practicing courage in your life. This is how you're going to make any change. It starts with deciding to, and to decide to, you have to be courageous. If you're being brave, you're doing better than you think. The next sign you're doing better than you think, intuition. If you are feeling into your body, listening to your gut, this means you're connecting the spiritual realm to the physical realm, and you're trusting yourself. This is how you learn to trust yourself, when you're using your intuition to help you make decisions. And it's when you're using your intuition to guide your life. This is your feminine energy, and this was going to serve you so much. You know how they say trust your gut. Your spirit dwells within you. Your soul is inside of you, and it's always speaking to us. When we're able to quiet the mind and tune in to our body, and we're able to hear ourselves, and it's subtle. And the key thing is trusting your intuition and taking actions in alignment with what your soul is saying to you. And this is going to help you develop your faith, lead you to beautiful outcomes. So if you've been trusting your intuition more than what other people say or what the world might want for you or other people might want for you, when you're listening into yourself, then this is a sign you're doing better than you think. So the next sign you're doing better than you think is accountability. If you're able to admit when you're wrong or when you've made a mistake, then this is a sign that you're doing better than you think, because it shows that you're responsible and you're conscious and you're mature. Because it's easy to, blame other people or shift the blame onto others, but that leaves you feeling so powerless. So we're not in control of what other people do, but we are in control of ourselves. And so make sure you're being responsible, because this way you're in alignment with integrity, and you're just building up all this good karma or dharma for your life. Like every action has a consequence, cause and effect. And so you want to take accountability and make a change. When you can take accountability, this is going to help you grow so much, because if you never admit you're wrong, then how are you ever going to become better and learn and grow? And so if you're someone who's because you have to swallow your pride, right? And you're moving from humility instead of your ego. So when you're able to take accountability, admit you've messed up, and have compassion for how your choices have impacted other people, then this is a sign that you're doing better than you think, and you're the kind of person that I would want to be around. Because when you can be honest with yourself, this shows that you can be honest with other people, right? We want to keep it real. So the fourth sign that you're doing better than you think is if you're steadfast. So if you're consistent, if you're not giving up, when you believe in yourself and you stay dedicated to yourself, you know, like effort, trying, even when you fall down, even when you mess up, you just get back up, then you're doing better than you think. And so just don't stay down too long. Give yourself grace, but then keep going and push forward, persevere, be determined, be focused on where it is you want to go with your life or any change you're making or the path that you're on. Be dedicated to it, be devoted. And when you do this, all of life gets behind you. It honors you in this way because it's really the divine within you like pushing through. It's building your strength. And so just try to stay consistent. And if you've been being consistent, I'm so proud of you, and you're doing better than you think. Like, don't be too hard on yourself, persevere. And if you're doing this, then you're amazing and you're doing better than you think. The fifth sign is trust. You're trusting in the divine and you're surrendering to life. And I know this can feel scary sometimes because we don't know what's next, but this is how you build your faith. And so when you're trusting in a higher power, like you set your intention, you're doing the best you can, you're staying consistent, steadfast, but you're also having faith in the process. You're trusting the timing of your life because there's only so much we can do and God is doing the rest. And so it's very beautiful to lean on God and trust, surrender, let go. So that's how you release pressure in your life. And this is how you remember you're doing better than you think. Like when you're lacking faith, you'll suffer, you know, and you'll feel down. But faith is like a muscle and we have to work it. Shout out to who taught me that. And, you know, reminded me really of that. And it's true. And there's beautiful possibilities and outcomes for you when you trust in God, that it's going to happen for you, that you're worthy of it, that you can have it, because the universe is working through our belief. Like, we have to have faith for things to manifest. First you believe in it and then it comes to be, right? Like that's what Jesus said. It's like just a little bit of faith, like a mustard seed, and you can do anything. And so it's a spiritual practice, but it's a sign that you're doing better than you think, or you're having trust in the unseen, in the mystical, in the spiritual realm, in God, in the universe, whatever you believe in, right? So trust. It's kind of silly to not have trust, right? Because we're alive, and I'm speaking like we're alive. Life is alive, and so what is sustaining our life? The divine. And so when you just lean into that, you know, you remember you're loved, you're held, you're being led, you're being guided, and so you just get to surrender and relax into God and just trust. It's beautiful. The next sign that you're doing better than you think is when you're practicing mindfulness. When you are moving through life with intention, when you know why it is you're doing what you're doing, because your time on earth is limited. So don't waste your time. Know why you're heading in a certain direction, or know why you're eating that food. Know why you're spending your day that way. Make sure there's purpose behind it, you know, and you're allowed to rest. You're allowed to play. You're allowed to just, you know, whatever it is for you, work hard or work not so hard, you know, just find balance. But mindfulness, if you're practicing mindfulness in your life, you're becoming more self-aware, conscious of your decisions, you're moving with intention, and if your intentions are pure, then you're doing better than you think. You know, like, we can't hide anything from God anyways, right? So that's why we want to work on cleansing our heart and having pure intentions. We're going to reap what we sow. But before you awaken to who you are, you might just be moving around, not really thinking too deep about anything. But if you're living your life and you're mindful, then you're doing so much better than you think. And you're gonna go, like, you're gonna create a beautiful life for yourself, because down to the furniture in your house, there's reason, you know, you chose it. And so your life is not just happening to you. You've created it from a place of intention, and it's going to feel beautiful to you. It's going to be amazing because you're living from the inside out. You're aware of why you do what you do, right? And if you're living this way, then I'm right there with you, and you're doing better than you think. And the last sign that you're doing better than you think is when you can achieve peace within yourself. Peace is a vibration, and it's a high vibration. You want to feel at ease and at home in your body. How do you feel when you're alone? How do you balance your energy? If you're feeling chaotic, if you're feeling stressed out, do you have practices for yourself? Are you in tune with those feelings, or are you suppressing them? When you just allow them to rise to the surface, like if they're not peaceful feelings, this is going to serve you, because you're going to get to why, right? And fix the root problem so you're not repeating cycles. And now you can choose things that bring you peace, and you're deserving of peace. And if you're focused on peace, if that's your priority, then you're doing better than you think, because peace is more valuable than gold. Peace of mind, peace, right? Like, it's a higher vibration than love, because sometimes love is on the pathway to peace, but peace is like contentment. Like, you're not up too high, not too low. You're just at ease, relaxed, chill. One way that I've learned to generate peace within is when I'm in tune with my intuition, and then I'm taking actions in alignment with that, because now I'm honoring myself and I'm achieving peace. And also practicing self-acceptance and love, because we're not down here to be perfect. Can you accept yourself all the way? Love yourself all the way? And this is just going to ease your mind, put you in a peaceful state when you can just laugh, be silly, take it easy, allow yourself just to be free. Just be free. Like, think about it. We came to Earth literally naked, wild and free, surviving off the land. Like, we could live off the land, the oranges and things like that. Letting the sun heal us and keep us alive, and like just being in the natural bodies of water. Like, life could be so simple and peaceful when we choose that. But then humans have an ego that wants to fight and do all these other things. But if you're focused on peace in your life in this present moment, then you're doing so much better than you think. But remember, life is a reflection of what's within. So when you focus on peace, your life is going to be full of peace. And that's a beautiful place to be. So which one of these signs resonated with you the most? How do you remind yourself that you're doing better than you think? I'm sending you so much love, so much power, so much healing on your journey. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.